They've come to the Peruvian capital from remote places, often with little resources, hoping they'll get to meet Pedro Castillo. These supporters say they're even willing to stay out in the cold for days. VALENTIN says he's a farmer and vigilante like Castillo. He hopes he can get his message to him face to face.
Government aid never reaches our communities. Now we want real change through our popular and farming organizations, and we need training.
There are miners, farmers, even artists camping here. Manuel VASQUEZ says he couldn't believe his luck this week.
I'm happy. I met him yesterday. I don't know him personally. He talked about education, health and agriculture and said we have the resources to become a great country.
As many supporters wait for election officials to proclaim Castillo president, they're knocking on the party's headquarters doors. Community leaders from around the country are allowed in. Most don't meet the 51-year-old rural teacher. Still, they want to be heard.
We will send him our proposals in education, ancient technologies and medicine.
Peru's last 5 years were marked by political turmoil. The pandemic has pushed 3 million more Peruvians into poverty. Castillo's campaign promises have raised hope for change for millions of poor Peruvians, says historian CECILIA MENDEZ.
Every time there's talk that brings the aspirations and needs of the people to the table, people feel empowered to speak up and claim their rights. Now the talk of reform has raised many expectations.
Many people here say they're convinced that Castillo will implement the changes they've been waiting for so long. The question is, how long are they willing to wait?
Analysts say people may be disillusioned because Castillo will not be able to implement many of his promises.
The problem is he won't have enough votes in Congress to make reforms. It will be difficult for him in one of the most complex countries in the region. He'll have to explain to the people what he can and can't do.
Nearly a month after Pedro Castillo won the election by more than 40,000 votes, electoral officials are still investigating fraud allegations raised by his rival Keiko Fujimori. There may not be a new leader officially, but Castillo supporters say they are already thinking about their future. Mariana Sanchez, Al Jazeera, Lima, Peru.